Thanks, Freak. I'm James Dash Patterson, and alongside me are Sam, Kobe, Hartman, Kensler, and Joshua Jat Leesman to do a little bit of analysis on this best-of-3 series that we got going here. I like this, though. The salutes are coming through. The first thing I want to talk about is the fact that this game stalled out. Oh, yeah. Is that a product of the LAN setting being new to the arena, or what's going on there?
I think that's a product of one team having Tristana and trying to control the game so that they can take advantage. Corki, everybody knows, much earlier power spike than Tristana, and they're the ones that had the split pushing composition here. They got their Nidalee ahead early. Santorin had a really nice gank up top to make sure that Rux would be that split pushing threat, and then they kept the pressure for long enough until MASH just got out of control.
Yeah, and I mean, we knew that these were 80 carry focused teams, which is the strangest thing. And when you have one guy who's playing Trist and another guy who's playing Corki, and the game gets really late and it's still close, the guy playing Tristana is probably going to win the game as long as he doesn't get caught up by that ambush.
Yeah. That being said, it was a great ambush team here for Curse Academy. They pulled it off several times, setting up those ambushes around the objectives, as they should. Very good vision control.
Well, let's take a look at an example of that. We'll go 19 minutes into the game around the Dragon Pit, where Curse Academy actually sets up a nice pick to go with the comp that they had set up. So we're going to pull this up onto your screen here. And Kobe, I'll let you walk us through it.
All right, let's see here. This is one of the ambushes. Looks like they got Coast on the run. Let's roll this one through. Yeah, ManCloud runs even through the mines because they have a teleport coming in back. Ryze actually draws half the team away, and Saint with the flash cocoon does hit into the charm. So the whole point of the ambush comp, they're trying to stack those skill shot CCs on the first target that they do hit. And they end up going 2 for 1 in that.
Yeah.
It technically gave them control around Dragon, but since Saint was dead, we saw what happened there. They didn't actually secure the objective after they made the successful kill.
And a lot of what Curse Academy was trying to do was kind of like search and destroy, find the right targets to go and get kills in. But honestly, they couldn't close the game. There was a few really unfortunate things. You know, the spear taking the dragon down. Saint was not there, very clearly, but that was a big thing that could have helped them win the game. The random Baron check by the Nami, and then Curse Academy not really staying on the Baron, that could have been an early game gamut by them. Like, this was an incredibly close game and could easily lead to a 3-game series.
And a big reason why it was so close, especially, we got to give shout-outs to Bunny Fufu on that Thresh. He was a key component of setting up a lot of those kills.
Well, yeah, he was catching a lot of people out, as we said, is the point of the comp that they built. But when we look at these two teams, both teams regard their 80 carries as the carries for the team, right? They put a lot of weight on their shoulders. So why do you pick Corki then into a Tristana?
You want to end the game much earlier.
Yeah, I think it has to do with just 80 carries, Lucian being gone, obviously. If you're not playing Kog'Maw, the other guys have Trist, you kind of have to pick your poison. Do you go with Jinx, who's kind of the same thing, but a bit of a downgrade from what Tristana can bring? Or do you just try and win the game earlier? And it's not like Curse Academy wasn't close to doing so. I think that's why they did the Corki.
Well, let's talk a little bit about then how Coast actually came out with the win, because we have to give them some credit for stalling out the game. Yep. Let's look at their composition. What are the factors that played into being able to stall it out as long as they did?
Ziggs is one really big thing.
The easy answer here.
That's the classic thing you need when you're stalling out a composition. He did get ambushed many times when he was roaming around the map by good cocoons from St. Vicious, even though his KDA wasn't there. He had some really solid cocoons, good charms, and good hooks.
Well, that was the point I was going to make. You have these great wave clear champions, however, they're really susceptible to picks. So is that just vision control there to make sure that you can avoid as many of those picks as you can?
Yeah, we spent a long time on vision control this game.
Maybe a little too much time.
Now, the thing that I really want to harp on, though, in the mid-game, like really early on, Saint, he dies to get that deep ward, and they see two members backing. They almost have this perfect, sneaky little Baron here for Curse Academy, but they all back off because they see Nami, and they don't have enough vision around to see where the rest of the team is. But having seen two members go back already, you kind of hope that they just finish off that Baron. It was pretty low, around like 3,000 maybe.
Yeah, Nami wasn't going to steal
close.
That.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, it is unfortunate.
It's very dangerous.
They didn't realize that Nami was the only person in the vicinity. There was no steal that was going to come through. But let's take a look at a Baron fight and a Baron secure that did happen. At the end of the game, 46 minutes, the one that closed it out. Jat, if you don't mind walking us through this one.
This was desperation, plain and simple. Because remember, Curse Academy had already lost a 5v5 at the foot of their base, and it was very clear that Impactful was not at the same level of or as Mashmi as far as AD carry. Let's just roll this clip right here because they're 5 in the pit against a Ziggs. The bomb hits almost everyone. They do not have the ability to get close to Rux. It's stolen away to add insult to injury, but that wouldn't have mattered because they're getting pretty much aced anyway. And actually, if Mash decides not to rocket jump here, he would have killed Impactful just fine, but they ended up having some backup with Ziggs. Flashing in while Impactful is trying to make it back into base.
That's okay. Golden Glue's got his back. You can see it back there.
Yeah, there's an ace. It happened.
Well, given that this is a best-of-3 series, what are the adjustments that Curse Academy needs to make going into the second game, being on blue side, in order to come out with the win?
I think it might have to do with bans targeted around AD carries if it is going to go longer, because there very clearly is this top tier, the upper echelon of Kog'Maw and Tristana right now, who, by the way, are not bad in lane phase anymore. Both of them got these mana taken away from their most important abilities, the W for Kog'Maw and the Rapid Fire from Tristana. And both of them, right now on this current patch, I think we're still on 412.
We're on 412 right now.
Yeah, 412 here. Both of them are very strong in lane as well.
And it's a crazy thing. There is some counterplay to it. I think it's what Curse Academy needs to do, ban one, hopefully late in the banning phase, so that they have to either ban the other or give it to them. And if they ban the other, then hopefully get something cool like Kassadin.
All right, well, we'll see what these two teams come back with in the second game. Thanks, guys, for giving us those tidbits of information. Our team, however, is pinging us for a commercial break. But when we return, it's Game 2 between Curse Academy and Team Coast, with first place for the Summer Series 2 on the line. You won't want to miss it.
They're such a good destroy.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. They know about this. The cue to they wait for the kick out of Man Cloud. Knocks up Saint. There's a whole bunch of explosions in Curse Academy. Suddenly realized they stepped onto a ward. A great lantern does not save Saint Vicious. There's a knockback of Man Cloud. Golden Glue just goes down though after burning all of his spells, but Saint is low. He will go down. And Centaur gets the Baron, and here we go. 1, 2, almost 3 have fallen. Man Cloud gets out, but the health bars are so darn low. Mashmi flashes in. He finds one, gets the McHale's, gets the QSS. Impactful kills him.